It's a dark, rainy evening. 16-year-old Nikita is walking home along an empty street. The atmosphere is eerie, with the sound of rain hitting the pavement. Suddenly, a shadowy figure in a hooded cloak appears in front of him, holding out a strange, glowing pendant. The figure's face is obscured by the hood, but his voice is cold and serious as he says, "Take this. When the time comes, it will show you the way." The pendant glows faintly in the dim light. Without explaining further, the figure vanishes into the shadows, leaving Nikita standing in the rain, confused and intrigued. The next day at school, Nikita is in a classroom filled with students. As the lesson continues, he starts to feel uneasy. Suddenly, the pendant around his neck begins to glow brightly, almost as if it is reacting to something nearby. Nikita glances around and notices strange, shadowy figures flickering in the corners of the room, figures no one else seems to see. His classmate Anya, sitting next to him, notices his discomfort and whispers, "What's wrong?" Nikita grips the pendant, trying to hide the glowing light as he looks around in fear. In a quiet corner of the school, Nikita and Anya stand facing each other. Anya, now serious, tells Nikita about the pendant. That's not just a piece of jewelry, it's a powerful relic from an ancient legend. It's connected to the shadow realm, a place where dangerous beings exist. If you're seeing shadows, it means they're coming for you. Nikita listens in shock as Anya explains that the pendant is both a shield and a weapon. But with every passing day, the shadows grow more persistent. Anya insists, "You need to learn how to control it before it's too late." Night falls, and Nikita returns home only to find his house surrounded by dark, menacing shadows. The air is thick with tension as the shadows take on more distinct forms. A tall, cloaked figure, the leader of the shadows, emerges, his face hidden, but his voice cold and commanding. "Give us the pendant, or everything you hold dear will be lost." Nikita, terrified, clutches the pendant tightly as it begins to glow with intense energy. Anya appears at his side, trying to help him focus. Nikita must decide whether to surrender the pendant or use its power to fight. In a dramatic moment, Nikita raises the pendant above his head, and it bursts with radiant light, pushing back the advancing shadows. The leader of the shadows recoils, but he is not easily defeated. The shadows surge forward, but the light from the pendant creates a protective barrier around Nikita and Anya. With a final surge of energy, Nikita channels the pendant's power, blasting the shadow leader with a beam of light, dissolving him and the rest of the shadows into nothingness. The night grows calm again as the shadows vanish completely, leaving Nikita standing victorious, though exhausted. The next morning, Nikita and Anya walk through the now peaceful neighborhood, discussing what happened. The pendant no longer glows, but it rests securely around Nikita's neck. Anya looks at him and says, "This isn't over. The shadows will return, and we need to be ready." Nikita nods, understanding that his life has changed forever. The two of them head off together, ready to explore the mysteries of the shadow realm and continue their fight against the dark forces that threaten their world.